You are now listening to WBPPR, Big Pretty Public Radio. The following program has been brought to you by Sweatpants. Not too good for us now, are you? And this message from the COVID Cowboy.
Howdy, partner. Be sure to greet friend and foe with a tip of your hat. Keep your mitts to yourself.
This has been a message from the COVID Cowboy.
And now, an evening with the authors. I am your host, Dana Glass. Hello, loyal listeners, and welcome to this yet another video edition of An Evening with the Authors. I must apologize at the top of the show for my unkempt appearance. I have run out of razors, and the last time I visited the grocery store, someone took a photo of me with my items and made me into a meme that says, "This MFer think Sleepless in Seattle DVDs an essential item." And needless to say, I have been too embarrassed to return. Now I have sent messages to Instagram and Facebook and Reddit and Twitter and asked them to take down this meme. They have not responded, and until this situation is rectified, I will be staying at home. Thankfully, at this time, I am happy to be in my home because I have had a great group of authors submit video readings of their work. Normally, we perform a live show at the White Rabbit Cabaret in Indianapolis, Indiana. Due to shelter-in-place orders, that cannot happen. However, you can visit whiterabbitcabaret.com and shop for merchandise or donate to their staff. Now please, let's jump into our show. Varg Umlaut was the bass player for the Norwegian band Bloodprut until he murdered all of the other members of the band. Recently released from prison, he's here to read from his memoir, Orange is the New Black Metal. Here is Varg Umlaut.
Greetings. I am Varg Umlaut, better known as Count Scary Man. Very evil, very black metal. I was lead bass player for the Norwegian black metal band Bloodprut. Our name translates into blood fart. Bloodprut. Our logo was very complex and barely legible. It's very evil, very black metal. In 2019, I was tried by a jury of peers, not my peers, your peers. My peers are the Norse gods of Ragnarok, Thor, Odin, Freyr. Nonetheless, I was found guilty of murdering 3 of the members of Bloodprut. Bassist Hans Erland Hansen, aka Hellhammer. Lead vocalist and bassist Tomas Domas, aka Purgatory Plunger. And drummer Dave Smith, aka Dave Smith. The brutality and grisliness of my crimes garnered me the maximum sentence under Norwegian judiciary law. I was sentenced for 32 weeks in prison. I would like to read from my new autobiography / DIY guide to low fidelity black metal recording called Orange is the New Black Metal. The more unlistenable the music is, the more black metal, the more evil it is. My book is very evil. It was printed on a 1978 Xerox copier with a long exhausted toner cartridge. The staples are rusty and jagged. The paper very coarse. Chapter 1, Foltelsret. The O in Foltelsret has a little dash through it. It is very evil looking, very black metal. It translates into birthright. Foltelsret. The void, the darkness, raped by light. Sharpness of the blade, cut. Severed flesh, umbilical cord. Tied like a bow around a horrid package of blood and amniotic fluid. Putrid afterbirth. Me, born into this world, was one with my mommy. Now alone. Alone to create despair. Oh, you think the darkness is your ally, but you merely adopted the dark. I was born from it, molded by it. That was from Bane, from the Warner Brother motion picture The Dark Knight Rises. The word dark is in the title. It is very evil, very scary. From birth I knew my true calling, black metal. Black metal. This is chapter 13. It's about my arrest. It is called The Smug Man in Loafers. The reporter from the Oslo Gazette agreed to meet me in an undisclosed location, my apartment. I'm no fool. Once I told him of my triumphs, he could turn me into the authorities. I met him at the entrance of my building, but made him promise to close his eyes when I led him up to my unit. The Smug Man in Loafers pressed record on his mini cassette recorder. The device looked cheap, held together by scotch tape from where he must have dropped it. Perfect. I'll make him an offer later so I can use it to record my next album. He asked who I was. I told him I am a warrior, a Nazi anarchist, a satanic atheist. He said, your views are conflicted. Your views are conflicted, I countered. He was speechless. I had won. Next thing, the Smug Man in Loafers asked about the churches I had burned. I explained to him that it was in protest of the Christians who destroyed our Norwegian temples to the great god, the mighty Odin. He asked, don't Satanists worship Satan, not Odin? And weren't you an atheist? I emasculated him by making fun of his loafers. I said, nice shoes. Do they make them for men? Sick burn, very evil, very black metal. He began to question me about my former bandmates, Hellhammer, Purgatory Plunger, and Dave Smith, how I managed to murder all three. I explained to achieve the necrotic stench on stage to make our performances unpleasant and unwatchable. We'd bury our stage clothes in the soil. It was time to step it up and bury ourselves. I buried myself in the earth and held my breath beneath the womb of Mother Earth for almost an entire minute before rising from my earthly tomb. Next, I was to bury the rest of the band. I did, but then I remembered I had to work my shift at Norwegian GameStop, and my manager, Kaya Wilkins, frowns if I don't shower first. So I rushed in to bathe and then get to Norwegian GameStop. By the time I returned home, my bandmates had perished and succumbed to the dark embrace of Mother Earth. I dug them up and posed them for album artwork. It was just like Weekend at Bernie's, only super evil, super black metal. And finally, chapter 666, Imprisoned. All the chapters are the most evil numbers there are. It's a very scary book. There's going to be a limited run, printed in black ink on black paper, completely unreadable. In prison, I was to record my solo album, my magnum opus, my masterpiece. Recording my solo album, Katsa Music, a word from the fatherland, meaning unlistenable music. How could I make such a low-fidelity recording in a place surrounded by endless options? The rhythm section should be a symphony of the nightly beatings of the weaker inmates. Unfortunately, Norwegian prisons don't have nightly beatings. They're plush, not evil or black metal at all. Maybe a cacophony of dragging my tin cup across the bars of my cell as I starve in hunger and the night. No bars on the entrance of my suite. My tin cup, non-existent. The environmentally safe recyclable juice box made no sound at all. The prison punished me with a brand new Tama drum kit. They won. The irony of my situation was not lost on me. Behind the walls of this prison resort, I could not possibly create something that would sink all who listened into the deepest depths of despair. I was filled with a new emotion. It cursed me to my core. I was happy.
Thank you, Varg Omlat. Your next author is here to remind us that just because we're on lockdown doesn't mean we can't inject some glamour into our lives. Here is a lesson in just that from her book, Not With Your Bone Structure, by Trixie Von Wurst.
Your echo
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know or who are just finding me out for the first time, my name is Trixie Von Wurst. It's Friday night here. Unfortunately, all of the bars are closed, including my favorite tiki spot, Trader Bo's. I would take this opportunity to film sort of a tutorial from a chapter of my book, Not With Your Bone Structure, Timeless Beauty with Trixie Von Wurst, which you can find online as an ebook for $14.99. I'll probably put a link in the description below, so get ready for that, or maybe one of those bubbles, I don't know yet. It's always important to remember that your outward beauty is an expression of your inward beauty, and you have to do it for yourself first. So tonight, I am making a drink for myself. I'm gonna get all dolled up, and I'm probably gonna watch my favorite movie, How to Marry a Millionaire. Unfortunately, you know, I have, some difficulty with my hair situation right now. The salons are closed, and so this is Hot Tools. I don't know if you can see. Okay. So while that is heating up, I'm going to pour my... So while that is heating up, I'm going to pour myself a little drink. I have my favorite, I don't know. I'm not sponsoring Tito's, but if they feel like sponsoring me, I lost a lot of sponsors recently, so I would really appreciate it. And now I'm first going to just start brushing and sectioning off my hair. I'm starting to get my roots in, but those curls will take care of it. We're gonna start by sectioning off her hair. And I'm gonna use these big clips, these little clippy boys, to get things separated out properly. Remember that your hair kind of has these natural sections. Mine's pretty easy to work with, so I don't really have to worry too much there about... Gosh, look at those roots. Well, Madonna pulled it off, didn't she? Oh. So once you get your hair kind of sectioned off, it's fine if it's not perfect. Not everything has to be perfect when you're getting ready. You just have to be perfect when you are ready, right? So we're just gonna begin. Before you start, make sure that you use a good heat protectant spray. But I use a GHD heat protectant spray. So just give your hair a good spritz. Make sure it's all protected. Brush that through. Maybe go ahead and spritz elsewhere on your hair. Okay, so once your hair is good and prepped for curling, just get a small rat tooth comb and start sectioning off your hair like you were supposed to do before, but it didn't work, so it's fine. And start curling your hair. So make sure you curl away. You can sort of clamp down and smooth. Oh, that's really hot. I don't curl the ends of my hair. Some people do. I sort of start up here and roll and kind of get the ends under without burning them. And roll my hair under for just a couple seconds. Ouch. And release the hair. And roll it back up. Don't pin it to the hair that you need to curl. You gotta pin it to your scalp. Oh my god. You should have your pins out of the bag for this. Okay. Just do that. So just like that, now I'm gonna do my whole head. Okay, so after 2 glasses of Tito's, an arm spasm, and a nice little burn, you should have something like this. You know, you always have to work with what you have, and sometimes we have good hair days and sometimes we have better hair days. Today I just have this little straggler, so we'll see how that goes.
Thank you, Trixie Von Worst. We will be having additional lessons from her in upcoming programs, so keep your eyes out for that. Also, keep your eyes on your web browser. I'm not sure the transition there, but I was going to suggest once again that you visit whiterabbitcabaret.com to donate to the staff or shop for merchandise. Our next author is a DIY chef and video producer. He comes to us from a remote, undisclosed location. He is Seamus O'Toole.
Oh, well, hello there. I didn't see you standing there. Welcome into my kitchen. My name is Rocco. Seamus. I know Leonard. What kind of grown man doesn't know his name? I'm Seamus O'Toole. The very Irish, this is Seamus O'Toole. That's my Irish accent, you know. But welcome to Cooking with Seamus. In honor of my newest cookbook, the Art of Cooking with Seamus. We're gonna, it's not like a New York's bestseller because never out there, never in New York, pal. It's more of like a West Coast thing, because I'm coming to you live from Arizona, all right? That's where I live. I've never been to New York. But we're gonna learn to cook something today, and today, you're in for a treat. Hold on to them socks. I don't want to knock them off of you. Or break your legs or nothing. We're going to learn how to make an Italian burrito. That's right. Yeah, you get two great cultures, the Mexicans and the Irish. Just like my mom's famous back from the old country, Ireland. Oh boy. We're gonna learn to cook that, so come on into my kitchen with me. It's Cooking with Rocco. I'm Seamus. Hey guys, welcome back to Rocco's Kitchen. Seamus's kitchen. I'm gonna get that right eventually. Today we're making the Italian burrito. So one of the big secrets is lasagna noodles that's going to form the surroundings of the burrito. The best way of cooking, my mom's famous secret recipe to this is to keep it a little al dente. But first, you need to boil your water. You want to find a quick boil on your oven. Oh, did you see that flame up? Oh. I love the smell of spent propane. We go back a ways, don't we? A few building fires, Alright, so we're going to turn it all the way up to 6, but here's a little Irish secret for you. You got to put a little salt in it. It helps it boil faster, but you don't want to just throw the salt in. You gotta bless it. Give it a little kiss there. Us Italians, we like to kiss everything. Us Irish. Oh boy, us Irish, we like to kiss everything on both sides of the cheeks and everything. Oh boy. All right, so we're gonna cook our noodles and we'll be right back. All right, guys. Now that the water's boiling, we're gonna go ahead and cook our noodles. We're gonna dump those down in there. All right, cool. Next, we're gonna do a little bit of prep. We got as Italians, of course we got that. But along with it, I like to do a little bit of carrots and onion work. Now with the onion, you want to make sure you get a good peel on that skin. You want to fillet it open at the ends, and then you peel it off. Yeah, you just slowly want to take that skin around and you get off of there. What are your secrets, onion? What are you holding back? I'm gonna keep doing this until you tell me. Yeah, you really gotta peel it up. So once you get that peeled, you just want a few onion slices, really get into it, like you're taking a whole finger off. We're gonna do a couple of carrots too. You just gotta take the ends off of the carrots, because they just weren't listening, and you really owed us that time. Why didn't you pay your fucking carrots? Why didn't you fucking pay your carrots? And then you gotta got enough carrots, you're gonna put that in the onions with the sausage. You're gonna go ahead and get that right into the middle there so that's our prep work there. We're gonna be right back. Once all the noodles are done boiling, I'm gonna show you how to cook the sausage. In fact, why don't I show you right now? We're gonna cook the sausage. You want to put it in the frying pan a little bit here. Here, we're gonna put this. We're gonna put our weapon down. I mean, tool down here. You want just a frying pan on a tabletop, but we're gonna use organic coconut oil. What are you fucking stuff? You think I'm a dumb asshole? Nah. We're gonna use olive oil like the Lord intended. Jesus fucking coconut oil. What the fuck is all that? All right. So we're gonna cook that up, and I'll be right back. Show you how it all comes together, guys. Alright, guys, welcome back to Seamus's, nailed it, Seamus's Old Tools Kitchen. Seamus Cooking for You, that's the book, that's why we're here. Link is below the video. But yeah, this recipe is not in the book. This is a bonus recipe that we're doing just here for you today. So now that we got our noodles nice and supple, not too much, you still want a little al dente, so it gives you some hold. You're gonna lay them out. You're gonna lay them out in a nice bed. You know, you gotta lay them out like this. You know, like when you go into the hospital and just lay in the bed, and they're just asking for a pillow on the face. Just you lay a nice bed out, just like that. So I also cooked a few strains of spaghetti, by the way, and you'll see why we did that. Just you'll see. So you got your lasagna noodles, they're laid out, and then we got a sausage cooked. All right, so look, you get them positioned. This is harder than it looks, folks. This is give me a fucking break here. All right, Jesus, forget about it. All right, so we got our layout here of the noodles forming the base. And we're gonna take our sausage here. Ooh, hot, careful, that's hot. Oh baby. yeah. We're gonna add a little bit of onion to it. A little bit of that onion from earlier. We're gonna add some carrots. And we're gonna start, here's the thing, we're gonna start rolling it up ever so slightly. You're gonna start from back to front. Back to front until you got a like so here. Here, you know what? I'm gonna move these boxes. This is unnecessary at this point. You guys get the idea. So here in Seamus's kitchen, you want it wrapped perfectly like this. And then what you're gonna do, this is why we did the spaghetti. You need to suture it together. You know, when you would go out and I used to be a little bit of a mob guy. I mean, a monstrously great cook man, chef. Yeah, so I learned some noodle suturing from that. But here's the thing, before you suture anything, you need to make sure that it's sanitized. So you can just pour a little on there. A little for yourself, because you know, good people. We like to have fun. We like to have fun here in the kitchen. So you're just going to get this tied together. You just weave the noodle in and out. In and out. And then what we got here is our burrito sauce. A little tomato basil garlic. Holy crapola. You know, sometimes your hands get slippery from the noodles. You know, the butterfingers. You try to get around that guy's throat right here like the bottom, and it's just slippery. And you gotta have Mario too. You gotta have Mario. That's why I'm out here in Arizona. Mario, miss you come up together and you just... I can't, you guys, God, I just miss Mario so much. That's why I went to the fence with all this. It just, once he was gone, you gotta cut. Cut it off, come on. Mario, and a little bit Luigi, but mostly Mario. Alright guys, thank you for that. I'm more composed right now, you know. So what we're doing here now, we're adding the burrito sauce. Oh yeah, just like you put it on nice and generous. But then, you know, this is Irish enough. Italian, I'm Irish. We're gonna give it the official Mexican sauce. This is the Taco Bell mild. You know, this is where you really get that kick. Just a little, teensy bit, just right there, right, just a stripe, a tiger stripe right down its back, you know, and then hey, a little Parmesano, you know, woo, a little the burrito topping right here, and oh my god. Oh my god. Guys, look at this fucking this Italian burrito. Oh, it warms my heart, just like Ma used to make. Just back in the Bronx, and we would just be me and her, and well, guys, I want to thank you so much for visiting my kitchen, and here in Arizona, if you're looking me up, start out here. That's where I am for sure. I'm very. If you're gonna find me there, not anywhere else, Arizona. But thank you. Please buy the book. Comes out Monday, and yeah. From Rocco to you. Mwah.
It's cooking with Rocco. I'm Seamus.
Welcome back to my Seamus's kitchen. I'm gonna get that right eventually. So what we're gonna do here, we're gonna make the Irish burrito, the Mexican burrito, the Italian burrito. Hey, boy, I'm gonna cut right there, dude.
That was Seamus O'Toole. Our final author for this episode said this submission speaks for itself, but also insisted that I point out his new single, Tiger King Freestyle, has been heard over 696 times on SoundCloud. Here is DJ Candy King.
Tiger King, a tiger, Tiger King. Tiger King, a tiger, Tiger King. Tiger King, a tiger, Tiger King. Tiger King, a tiger, Tiger King. Tiger King, a tiger, Tiger King. Tiger King, a tiger, Tiger King. Tiger King, a tiger, Tiger King. Tiger King, a tiger, Tiger King. Tiger King, a tiger, Tiger King. Tiger King, a tiger, Tiger King. Tiger King, a tiger, Tiger King. Tiger King, a tiger, Tiger King. Tiger King, a tiger, Tiger King. Tiger King, was Tiger King. Tiger King, Tiger, Tiger King. Tiger King, and when I watched him, Joe Exotic spoke to me. Tiger King, he said, "Hey boy, Tiger King, Tiger, Tiger King. Tiger King, Tiger, Tiger King. Over here, Tiger King, Tiger, Tiger King. Tiger King, Tiger, Tiger King. Tiger King, Tiger, Tiger King. And baby, share a beer, yeah. Tiger King, I'm the Tiger King. Tiger King, Tiger, Tiger King. Tiger King, won't you play with me? Tiger King, Tiger, Tiger King. Tiger King, Tiger, Tiger King. Tiger King, Tiger, Tiger King. Baby, I'm the Tiger King, yeah. Tiger King, Tiger, Tiger King. Tiger King, Tiger, Tiger King. Won't you come Tiger King, Tiger, Tiger King. 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 So they can catch a mouse, yeah. Tiger King, Tiger King. Tiger King, Tiger, Tiger King. Tiger King, Tiger King. Tiger King, Tiger, Tiger King. Tiger King, Tiger, Tiger King. Tiger King, Tiger, Tiger King. Won't you a tiger king. Tiger king and tiger, tiger king. Tiger king and tiger, tiger king. Tiger king and tiger, tiger king. I'm the tiger king. Tiger king and tiger, 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 tiger king. Free Joe Exotic. What's up, Dana? It's your boy, DJ Candy King. Yeah. Is it this cool? This is new. You always been talking about how you want me to get better at this. Said I could never do this live. That was just my voice. Eat a dick, Dana. I know it's a real weird, crazy time right now. You know, no one knows what's going on. Blue's my favorite flavor. I know people are having some trouble with, Corona and all that. My thoughts go out to everybody who is dealing with it, but there are also a lot of people who still don't really understand what to do. I printed out the directions from coronavirus.gov. And today, instead of reading my book, figured let's help some people out, give them these instructions. Center for Disease Control and Prevention. Coronavirus Disease 2019. COVID-19. How to protect yourself and others. Know how it spreads. There's currently no vaccine to prevent coronavirus disease 2019. The best way to prevent illness is to avoid being exposed to the virus. The virus is thought to spread mainly from person to person, between people who are in close contact with one another. Within 6 feet. Through respiratory droplets produced when an infected person coughs, sneezes, chews, or just talks. These droplets can land in the mouth or noses of people who are nearby and possibly inhaled into the lungs. And some recent studies have suggested that COVID-19 may spread by people who are not even showing symptoms. So I think it's time for everyone to clean your hands often, wash your hands with soap and water, avoid close contact with people who are sick. Hey bitch, stay at home. It doesn't say bitch in here. Be sure to cover your coughs and sneezes too. before the shit hit the fan. Maybe you should clean and disinfect your frequently touched surfaces on the rig. On the rig. On the rig. Let's speed things up on the rig. Go! Too fast. Too fast. Better. Things you should disinfect include tables, doorknob, bathrooms, countertops, handle, desk, phones, keyboards, toilets, faucets, and sinks, and there's probably some other stuff too. Oh yeah, clean and disinfect. I hope you get well soon. Hope you get well soon. Hope you get well soon. Oh yeah, there's one more thing. Now they're recommending a face covering. So just look around you and maybe you've got something like maybe a bandana like this, and you can just tie it around your face and nose. But also, if you are in some areas, I wouldn't recommend doing this. Just make sure you have the right color bandana. There's no one around me and this is hot, so I'm gonna take it. I hope the world feels better soon.
Well, loyal listeners, that will do it for this edition of An Evening with the Authors. I would like to thank all of the authors who sent in videos for this episode. I would also like to thank the White Rabbit Cabaret for hosting our monthly live show. We hope to be back soon. In the meantime, please visit their website to donate and shop for merchandise. We will be performing another video edition of this show on May 5th, broadcasting on Facebook at 8 p.m. Keep your eyes open for that. Follow our Facebook page and find us on Instagram at FakeAuthorsIndy. Most of all, loyal listeners, I would like to thank you for spending an evening with the authors. I'm Dana Glass. Good night.